Secured Entrepreneurs. Miss Aurorah is back. You all know it is very early in the morning for Miss Aurorah, and I'm about to get ready to face the world. And I said, you know what? While I'm getting ready, let's get into this conversation about the end of diversity, equity, and inclusion in this entire equal opportunity employment situation that has come to an end. All right. I have been blessed to speak with a whole lot of you all secured entrepreneurs who were just saying you weren't really sure where you were going to go, and taking into consideration some of these companies and businesses that you actually do business with and where they're going, and how now do you align with these companies and these businesses and even individual business owners who have a stake in this game as well. All right. So in this video, Ms. Aurorah wants to I'm going to get into about 5 effective strategies that the secured entrepreneurs need to be focused on right now, today, in light of these new developments that have taken place within this new Republican administration. All right. Can we do it? Okay. So for those of you who do not know who I am Miss Aurorah Dey, and I've helped hundreds of entrepreneurs just like you build 6- and 7-figure tax-free businesses. You heard that right. Stick around, because we know that this is the secured entrepreneur movement. So Mr. Aurorah saw this video.
So yesterday, with the stroke of a pen, Trump got rid of the law in America that says you can either fire someone or refuse to hire someone based on their age, their gender, their ethnicity, their religion, their country of origin, etc. It's called the Equal Employee Opportunity Act. It's been on the books for 60 years. Lyndon B. Johnson signed it as part of the civil rights movement. This is Project 2025 stuff, how they want to fundamentally change how our country works. And they needed to get rid of this law because in their zeal to destroy DEI, which stands for diversity, equity, and inclusion, they need to make it legal to fire people because they're a woman or they're gay or whatever reason they want. Because Trump wants to root out all the DEI hires of federal employees, which he has direct control over. And he's doing this by encouraging employees to snitch on other employees that they think they didn't deserve their job and they only got it because they're a woman or they're gay or their age or I don't know what. But I do know this is not going to lower the price of groceries or eggs or gas.
Now, we can fight about this in the comments. That'd be a very good thing, because my first thought process was that diversity, equity, and inclusion, equal opportunity employment, all of that has not worked for too many people. How is it that you are 50 years old and the individual who is micromanaging you is 24 years old, living at home with a parent? Does that person have the expertise, the years of experience? Does that person have communication skills? Does that person respect the fact that you are his or her elder? Is that person going to speak with you respectfully, treat you respectfully, treat you fairly? Okay. Does that person have any skills or expertise in the field in which he or she is governing you? Okay. More than likely not, especially not the years that you have already put in to this position, okay, in this career path, your field, whatever it is. All right. These people, companies, okay, have been doing what they want to do for a very long period of time. They have hired friends, family, okay, people that they don't even know, but they're connected to people that they do know. And they have put these people in positions of power to run all over people who actually care about what they do, actually care about the company and make the company the priority. Let's keep it real. We all know that you have gone to a job and given your all. You have come in early. You have stayed late. You have done things that you are not proud of. Now we're having a real conversation. You have done things that do not align with your own integrity, like things that you would never have thought to do in your life, but you did it because this was your job. Somebody told you that you had to do it to keep this job. And if you rely on that paycheck, well, you were Johnny on the spot. And then what did they do? When they decided that they no longer wanted to be bothered with you, when they decided that you were no longer an individual who they wanted to employ for whatever the reason, maybe you were not a team player because you didn't like some of the things, whatever, it could be any circumstance, but we've all been there. And I'm going to speak, for some women, not all women. Okay. Some women, we all know we go into these workplaces and somebody is going to, harass you. Somebody's going to harass. And this happens to men too. Some men are harassed by women. Some men are harassed by other men. And I think you all know we're all adults on this channel, but we have to be very careful as to what we say on these platforms because there's some words that they don't appreciate. Okay. So you all know what type of harassment Miss Aurorah is referring to. Okay. And if you did not go along, you did not play along, guess what? You lost your job. Well, where was diversity, equity, and inclusion then? When you were told, oh, don't report that person. Don't say anything about that person. Okay. Don't even go there and tell these people that this has been happening to you, because that's a key player. That is an individual that they want at this company. That person makes it shake. Okay. That person brings in the money. All right. So you could not say what it is that you needed to say to help yourself. Equal opportunity employment did not come in then. Okay. Miss Aurorah can go on. Miss Aurorah can go on. All right. But I'm just bringing this to the table for the individuals who are so distraught about the fact that these DEI programs are being discontinued at some very popular companies. Okay. So we had, what do they say? I'm not a Walmart shopper, so I wasn't really paying attention to that, but they say Walmart. They say Target, okay. They say Amazon. There's been companies that have come out and said that they are standing with our current president. And I'm not even sure if I should be saying his name in the video because they keep putting this little thing on the bottom of the thing. I don't know what that's about, but that they're aligning with the current president here in the United States in his efforts to do away with all of these things, okay. And the reality is, I am taking into consideration delivery truck drivers, warehouse workers, these independent Amazon drivers and all of these. I'm taking into consideration the individuals who rely on these paths to help themselves financially. Okay. I'm not going to be of the mind that I want to quickly say, oh, I'm going to not shop at these places. I'm going to not spend money with these people and all of that stuff like that. Primarily because people do need those jobs. People want to be at those companies. People need to be at those companies. DEI was not working at those companies any ways. Miss Aurorah said it. It wasn't working at these companies any way. Now that's how Miss Aurorah feels. Okay. Comment below, Secure Entrepreneurs, and let us all know how you feel. Do you feel like DEI was working for you? Do you feel like it ever worked for you? Now, there's some people who, and I've met these people. They've been in positions for 20, 30 years. Okay. And they have shared with me that they did not feel good at any time throughout the time that they were there. They have shared with me the abuse that they have endured while they were there. Well, why were they there? Because they needed the job. Okay. Hello. Like, let's not even pretend that if you become a certain age, even before this was done away with, you could not get an interview. You were not going to get a job because you were of a certain age. And let's not pretend that if you were not of a certain ethnic group, you were not going to get past an interview. If you got an interview, you were not going to get past an interview. And you were not going to get certain positions because you are from a certain ethnic group. Let's get real and just state the truth that DEI did not work. Now, I like the way Miss Ashley Ann expressed her views about this. Let's hear what she had to say.
Okay, before we run up out of Target and Walmart, and I'm down to do it, I just think that there's a particular way that we need to do it. I got a plan. Give me 2.5, 3 minutes. Just listen to me, and then we can discuss this, okay? So, number one, But there are several companies who have made a very bold stance that they are not for us and against us. However, there are a lot of companies and brands that are actually rocking with us. On top of that, we have a lot of Black business owners that actually put money, time, energy, efforts, resources, courses, classes, hookups back into our community to help other Black people, people with disabilities, members of the LGBTQIA plus community, and so on and so on. So I strongly feel that one of the reasons these companies are trying to roll back the DEI and kick out Black companies is because it is an elaborate ploy. So then they can say the sales are down on these products, and we have a history of when we work with Black-owned brands, women-owned brands, LGBTQI brands, those sorts of types of things, they don't perform well. We also have to think about that a company cannot just go and pull their stuff off of the shelves, okay? So this is what I propose we do. Okay. And there are several other factors. First of all, some people live in places where literally Walmart may be the only place that they can shop. I live in Arkansas. There are a lot of rural cities. I live in central Arkansas, but when you get outside of central Arkansas and northwest Arkansas, there are a lot of rural places, like very country towns, where people may be driving 30 or 45 minutes into the Walmart, and that's the only thing they have to shop at. Some people can't drive 3-4 hours. They can't even afford the gas to go 3 or 4 hours out to get to a store. Okay, so this is what I propose. If you are Black, if you're disabled, if you're LGBTQIA+, if you are another race, gender, nationality, okay, and you love people, because there's a very clear divide in the United States right now. There are people that are filled with hate, and then there are people that we love other people, and we respect people in a human aspect, okay? If you're one of those, when you go to Walmart, when you go to Target, okay, if you go to any of these companies, let's do our research and specifically try to make sure that we're shopping the Black-owned brands and the ally-owned brands, okay? We're going to shop exclusively with them. We're going to try and sell those brands out. The second thing we're going to do is we're going to get rid of our Amazon Prime accounts. We're going to get rid of Amazon, okay, if you can. I know some of you guys are disabled, and there's a timing, with some of the things that you need. But for the rest of us, we're not. We can get in the car, or we can wait 3 or 4 extra days to get our stuff. We are going to start shopping directly with these brands. We're also going to start creating a replacement strategy. And what I mean by that is, for example, there are lots of Black people that actually make laundry detergent. That's something everyone needs, right? But everyone doesn't know about these different companies. So there's a place here at home. They're called Buff City, and they make really, really amazing like laundry detergents, what do you call those, fabric softeners, all those sorts of types of things, right? My body lotions, I order online. There's a company called Balm D Aesthetics. They're great. Skincare, there's Earth and Escapes, right? There are all these companies that we don't know about. So what you guys are going to do is you're going to get in my comments, and you're going to drop your companies and brands that you like for day-to-day things. Y'all, we have Black people that have their own pots and pans lines, air fryers, people that have seasonings, okay? So that's the next part of this. We're going to order directly from these companies, okay? We're going to order from one another. And
I just love Miss King Ashley Ann's solutions to this. And that brings me to the very first thing that Ms. Aurorah wants to share with all of the secured entrepreneurs today. Secured entrepreneurs, share this video, like the video, comment, please, okay? Because this is juice. Number one, right now, you are going to build and scale your own economy. If you do not understand that this is the time where you must build and scale your own economy. I'm talking right now. Listen, if you've never heard anything Ms. Aurorah has said on this channel, please hear this, because this is the juice. Wherever you are, be it your home, your apartment, your mama's basement, your car. There's plenty of people living in cars, going to jobs, but they can't afford to live. Okay, wherever you are, you must now turn that space into an international distribution center. Yes, you must find your way to selling your own products, services, whatever it is, okay? Whether you created them, you got them from somewhere, you're just the middleman, it does not matter. You must be a distribution center at this time. Wherever you are, find your way to building and scaling your own economy. You have to rely less on these corporations, okay, and rely more on your own gifts, skills, talents, and abilities. What is it that you are offering the world at this time? Okay, let Miss Aurorah go here real quick. You have got to create your own opportunities through business ownership, control over some business, okay? Trust and private wealth strategies. Focus on international business structures and tax-free wealth building strategies to gain your financial independence. This is not the time to try to say or do anything about corporations who are now abandoning diversity, equity, and inclusion. It is the time for you to say, what am I doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Build and scale your own economy. The second thing that Miss Aurorah wants to share with entrepreneurs that you need to be focused on right now, seriously, is mastering business credit and alternative lending. Yes. Why? Because as these corporations move away from DEI focused funding, grants, lending, things like that, okay, you're going to now have to rely on you having mastered your business credit, okay? Your business needs some real credit right now. You've got to rely on private lending, okay? Strategic partnerships. That's going to be crucial and vital as we move forward in this new Republican administration, okay? You've got to make sure that you're operating under the correct type of legal entity that is properly structured, okay? You have got to make sure that you have access to the tax strategies that are going to maximize your profits, right? You have got to make sure that you are in the position to get the things that your business needs hassle-free. One of the things that we were just talking about in the Sole Proprietor To CEO group program, we had a live Zoom last week. And one of the things that I was sharing with the secured entrepreneurs is that you don't have the time anymore to say you're going to get funding, but you are going to act as a guarantor based on your personal credit. Those days are gone, okay? If you don't have your business in order where you can qualify for a non-documented loan, okay, some type of financing that does not depend on your personal credit, your personal merit. No, this is about my business. I need for a financial institution to see that my business, number one, is profitable, is viable. We have made money in the last 90 days. We are well deserving of some financing here. We need a cash injection into the business, and we don't have time to be looking at people's personal credit and asking me for, I need at least a 650 credit score. I need at least a 710 credit score. No, my business is about to qualify for all the funding that I need. Don't start asking me for jack, because we are not in that time. Mark Miss Aurorah's words, okay? Please get it together. The third thing is that entrepreneurs are going to have to learn how to protect their assets from political and economical shifts, okay? As this whole DEI thing is phasing out, companies are shifting their contract priorities. Companies are shifting their funding priorities. Therefore, entrepreneurs are going to have to learn how to shield their wealth, protect their wealth, shield and protect their assets through private trusts, anonymous limited liability companies, and private banking. It is not a joke. You have got to now move where this country is moving. If you are a United States citizen, if you are an entrepreneur with a business here in the United States, you've got to move where the country is going. Okay, so please understand this. Entrepreneurs are going to have to learn how to diversify investments into precious metals, real estate, and offshore opportunities to protect against economic downturns, okay? Because we've got some things, and I'm going to talk about it in another video. This is crucial. And if you are not a member of this channel, please join the membership, because right now we're talking about how it is secured entrepreneurs are creating anonymous limited liability companies in other jurisdictions. Ms. Aurorah has named the best countries for entrepreneurs to start operating in as we are flowing through this time. This could be milk and honey for some people, or this could be going from sugar to, you already know. The fourth thing that Ms. Aurorah will share with entrepreneurs is that it is time to focus on results and ownership. Okay. Instead of relying on these corporate and government programs, it is now time for entrepreneurs to develop new skills. Get into specific networks, okay? Create the products and the services that bring true value to the marketplace at this time. And again, that's going to be an international effort. We have really got to begin to position ourselves as an authority in our chosen fields, okay? You're going to have to leverage your genuine offer or offers, plural, okay? Whatever it is that you are offering, that is now considered leverage, okay? That is leverage for you in the marketplace. That is the opportunity for you to bring in multiple streams of income at this time, okay? Please start checking out what's really now going on after all these changes have been made, and the steps and the process that you're going to have to put yourself through. This is not about what other people are doing. And some of these programs out here, you know, they sound sweet, they sound nice. It's something that I may want to join. I'm going to spend my coin on it, and then it gets you nowhere. Okay. Where are the results? Where are the results that you're going to get from other people? Where are the results that you're going to render for other people? Okay. That's a twofold situation. Get with it. The fifth and the last thing that Ms. Aurorah will share with entrepreneurs is that it's now time for you to take advantage of policy changes. Now, Ms. Aurorah shared with you already before that, yes, during this time in this Republican administration, we're going to see lower corporate tax, fewer regulations, and more business-friendly policies. Learn how to strategically use these to grow and expand your business. And please keep an eye on government contract opportunities if that's your field, because I'm talking to more of you who are really, you either have been doing it, you've been trying to do it. There are things that are going to be set in place just for you in this Republican administration. For the newbies here, thank you for stopping by to spend some time with Ms. Aurorah this early in the morning. Please go down in the description box, click the link below for the tax-free wealth training so that you'll find out what we're doing here in the Secured Entrepreneur Movement. If you have not joined the Sole Proprietor To CEO program, we started this past session on the 30th. Okay, we've had one live Zoom already. We will have the second live Zoom this Friday. So please jump on in, click the link below to the SP to CEO group session, and you will have your complimentary training. And if you decide to join, hooray, because it's your time. All right. So that's what Ms. Aurorah wants to share in this video. You all know you can find me, Ms. Aurorah Dey, at AurorahDayConsulting.com. And until next time, ta-ta.